Good evening. As you see, I am here at the church because we are getting ready for the Watchman Boot Camp tomorrow. I am so excited. And so I wanted to go on live tonight, but technical difficulties. But I am on here tonight. I'm going to download this, and I want you to listen to it later on and hear what the Lord is saying. But tonight, I want to talk to you about prophetic spies. You may say, what is a prophetic spy? Well, let me tell you one thing. The Lord is showing me that He is causing His people to be able to spy out the land that He's given us. In Numbers chapter 13, Moses sent the spies. He sent Joshua, and Caleb. They went and he called them. Now, Moses was a prophet of God, wasn't he? And the Lord said, now, Moses, I've promised you something. I've promised you land that has everything that you need, a land flowing with milk and honey, a land that has possessions in it that are waiting on you. But I need you to send someone to go and spy it out. Now, I told you it's yours. I told you even where to go. Now I need you to go and spy it out. And many of us don't understand, what does that look like in 2019? So you're saying, prophetess, that was then. What does it look like now? Well, let me tell you how you can spy out your possessions now. This is where you are working on the job and God starts to give you insights about things. You're not privy to things, but all of a sudden He starts to reveal things to you, and that positions you for promotion. God starts to download things to you, creative things about entrepreneurial things, and all of a sudden now you start to, God starts to stir things in your spirit. What is He doing? He is spiritually causing you to be a spy on what He has left for you, what is waiting on you, what is positioned for you. And so now you're not physically going into the land, but He's spiritually positioning you. Oh, this is good. Somebody needs to hear this, because you think, man, I'm seeing things, and I'm seeing myself doing this, and I see myself in this home, and I see myself doing this ministry, and I see myself opening this business. This is becoming a spiritual spy. But what you cannot do is wait for it to come to you. There are times that God will literally cause things to come to you. He said you'll live in houses you didn't build. But there are some things that He's saying, I need you to go into the spirit realm. Meet me in the spirit so I can show you what is yours. It is positioned for you. It is waiting on you. And you may say, well, I'm not a prophet. You don't have to be a prophet of God, but you need to learn how to prophesy. And I want to help you to do that. I want you to start to follow me and listen. How do you become a prophesier? You may say, okay, if I'm not a prophet, how do I do it? Well, you study the Word of God. You listen to God. You understand the spiritual language of God. You get into the spiritual climate of God. And then God will start to download things to you. And you'll start to upload new ideas. And when God does that for you, because now you are now just speaking the revealed Word of God. So you're not in the office of a prophet, but the things God has told you, now you can speak them and watch the manifestation. We are called to spy out the land. Take ownership of what is yours. You are destined for greatness, but it's going to cause us to not be afraid. Listen, when the spies were sent out, the possibility was they could lose their life. Anybody think of that? They could have lost their lives. So that means that you're going to have to be willing to lose your life in the process. That doesn't mean that you're going to be killed, but what it means, you may be ostracized. You may be talked about. You may be ridiculed. You may even feel like this is not working. But what you've seen is really what is yours. So don't let the possibilities of death cause you to bring back a negative report. You have the ability to call into existence your inheritance, what is waiting on you. Be a prophetic spy. Spy out the land. Some of you don't understand. You've been walking with people because you're destined to walk into places that they can't go. Do you understand that Moses could not go into the promised land, but he showed Joshua the things that were connected to the promised land, and Joshua got to go. So don't worry, please hear me. Don't worry if it seems like the people that you were following, because this is so true, and I believe this is from the Lord. The people that you were following, the people that you admired, are not obtaining their promises. Maybe they can't go into the promised land for whatever reason. I don't know why. Some things it's not our reason to know why they can't go in. But just because they can't go in doesn't mean that you're not called to go in. You may go in and just have to bring back the spoils for them, or let them see what it looks like that you didn't get it, but God still has his hand upon you. So I want to encourage you tonight. Be a prophetic spy. Spy out the land, which means tap into the Spirit of God. Get beyond your flesh. Get beyond thinking that the impossible. July is the month, hear me now. July is the month of praise and thanksgiving to God. Praising God in advance. I told everybody at Point of Grace Ministries that this is the month where you're going to find yourself just thanking God. God, I thank you. God, I bless you. God, I honor you. God, I love you. And you're going to just be saying this. I'm telling you, you're going to find yourself walking through the stores. God, I thank you. You're going to find yourself cooking. God, I thank you. You're going to find yourself on the job. God, I thank you. And you're not going to know why you're saying thank you, but your heart is going to be full of gratitude. Why? Because I believe part of the gratitude is that you have been a spy all along, spying out what is really yours. But now it's time for you to take possessions. The spies had to come back and say something positive about what they saw. They had to see something good for them to be able to possess it and go the next route. In your worship and in your thanksgiving, even if you don't feel good, your worship and thanksgiving will cause good things to follow you. And it'll cause your heart to have a heart of gratitude. And gratitude will take you into your promised land. So come on, spy with me. Come on, be a prophetic spy. And let's possess the land that God has for you. And you may ask, what is your land? Before I close, your land is anything that is connected to you. Your land is anything that God said is part of you. Whether that's your home, whether it's your family. Land doesn't just mean territory. Land means rights also. What is your right as a child of God? Your right as a child of God is what you command by your prophetic words. So prophesy, spy, prophesy. Come, join me next Monday, 8 o'clock, same time, but then I'm going to go live. No technical difficulties. So all of you that are coming to the boot camp, share this video. Let's show everybody what it means to be prophetic spies. And we're going to talk about the boot camp next week. So come on and join me. Have a blessed night. God bless you.